Lord, I need to get this done fast, so let's get into a video real quick.
Whoa, slow down. No talking today?
No, not today. We're jumping into Warhammer Fantasy roleplay.
Hold on. You call us a Warhammer world. What's fantasy? Magic and elves?
You do use magic. Hell, I'm pretty sure Dean Stealer is at least a psyker.
Am not.
Okay, you're not. Still, psychics in your world are magics in fantasy. Though fantasy isn't canon anymore, but Cubicle 7 keeps printing these, and I think they're working on a new edition. Who knows? I find myself liking Cubicle 7 games, though. So, I don't know a lot about the setting. I know this game takes place before the events that caused Age of Sigmar. Sigmar hasn't returned, things are fucked, armies are fighting each other instead of doing smaller skirmishes like in 40k that was designed for, but didn't become because now it's all horde armies, whatever. But this is a role-playing game, so let's not talk about controlling an army, it's about controlling a single dude. So this doesn't work like Wrath and Glory like I thought it did. This actually works more like Rogue Trader, using a percentile system and trying to get below your skill level. I like percentile systems, my luck is horrible. But this game has 9 steps to character creation. Species, class and career, attributes, skills and talents, trappings, details, party, flavor, and advancement. We'll be skipping at least 2 of these, possibly 3, I'm pretty sure trappings is gear. Advancement is a bit more important though, we'll touch that at least. Now, choosing a species or race, there's 5 options. There's also an RNG option too, which you'll get 20 extra experience points to spend on everything. The races are humans, halflings, dwarves, high elves, and wood elves. Now, at this point in the book I'm reading, it doesn't tell you anything about these races other than what they are and how they feel about other races. I don't care for that, this book already has formatting problems. I remember when I wanted to do this video almost a year ago and noticed that issue now. I'll see if there's more, but now we'll get into classes and careers. There are 8 classes, each breaking into multiple careers. The classes are Academics, Burghers, Courtiers, Peasants, Rangers, Riverfolk, Rogues, and Warriors. There's a short description for each class too, with a list of careers. I don't think we will touch the careers because each has 8 options or more in the expansions. There's 64 different careers. Academics are your knowledge guys, from lawyers to priests to wizards. Burghers are delicious middle-class workers. Courtiers are your fancy-prancy schmucks. Peasants are lower class. Rangers are cops. Riverfolks are water workers. Rogues are questionable. Warriors are guardians. Now you can randomly roll these too, and you'll get an extra 50 XP to spend. Now, each race has a table they roll in order to determine their starting attributes, which are how your skills work. Weapons is melee, ballistics is firearms and range, strength is strength, toughness is your resilience, initiative is how quick thinking you are, dexterity is obvious, intelligence is your ability to read, willpower is your ability to give someone the middle finger, and fellowship is your likability. These lead into other things too. Wounds is your HP, fate is essentially your luck, fortune is also luck though, so who knows. Resilience is your ability to shake off physical hurts, resolve the mental. Movement is just that, your speed, and motivation is your character, really. There's advanced ways to go about this, and now it tells me what each race gets as options for free skills and talents. Okay, a bit late, but whatever. Each race gains some skills to boost. You can choose 3 to go up 5 levels for free. There's also a random table again for talents, which are essentially abilities and feats you can buy to utilize. Skills are completely different page than this for some reason though. Literally 100 pages later. Lord, I can't be looking at the latest version of this game. I refuse to believe that. This is badly formatted, but it's such a cool game. Let's move on to part 5. Trappings. Yeah, this is your gear. Weirdly enough, the beggar option for career implies that you could literally be crippled trying to save the Reichland Empire, which is sort of funny. Each class gets some free gear, then the careers get some starting cash to spend as well. Some get none and are happy with it. Let's skip the details and party stuff because that's just roleplay that you need to figure out on your own with your friends and such. So, let's move on to advancement. Boosting up a characteristic doubles the increase every 5 levels you can bring up said things. For example, from 0 to 5 it'll cost 25 XP to bring up by 1. 6 to 10 it'll cost 30 XP. 11 to 15 it'll cost 40, and so on. You can apparently bring these characteristics up to 50 at max. Skills follow a different pattern. It increases by 5 twice, then 10 twice, then 20 twice, and double so such, starting with 10 to begin with. So 0 to 5 costs 10, 11 to 15 costs 20, 21 to 25 costs 40, yada yada yada. There's a table for it, not sure if I'll put it up here or not, we'll find out. There's also buying a talent, which costs 100 XP plus 100 per previous time you've taken said talent. Apparently, some talents can be taken multiple times to boost their effectiveness. Seems a bit costly, but understandable too. You can also leave your career to start a new one, which also costs experience points. Leaving a completed career, which I don't know how you complete a damn job, costs 100 experience. Incomplete 200. I can kind of understand this, I guess. You know one thing, so all your experience doesn't apply to the new, but at the same time, why? You're already starting at level 1, right? This book then goes into class and careers in a more detail, but I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't love this game. I don't hate it, but I'll admit that I've become somewhat jaded with fantasy in general. Don't get me wrong, they're fun. I run Pathfinder 1st edition games twice a week. I just find them all rather similar. I know that they're not the same. Warhammer Fantasy is essentially the end in everyone trying to survive. Dungeons & Dragons is a renaissance and everyone's on the upswing. Pathfinder's the status quo and everyone is just living life. But that's about all the differences I can see. Sure, different settings, different rules, but they're all the same in the grand scheme of things. And I can say the same thing about sci-fi too, but at least with most of those settings, I can choose a world that's not the exact same cut and paste. I can make my own thing, my own world with my own feelings behind it. I'll throw this game a middling 75%. It's far from bad. The worst part is formatting of the book. But now, I need to get to work on the Warhammer Wednesday video right now, so shove off.